Your Royal Highness, Your Excellency, the First Lady of Rwanda, Excellencies, Ministers, and all of you with us today. I want to start by thanking the Right Honourable Patricia Scotland, Secretary-General of the Commonwealth, and her fantastic team for their faith in prevention and their commitment to end gender-based violence. It is this kind of leadership that transforms the world every day. But let's start by asking ourselves a tricky question, maybe one that will make this event not happen at all. What is an essential item to eliminate violence against women and girls and truly move forward with SDG 5? What is the secret? Is there a key ingredient? The fascinating part is that we already know that. To move this agenda forward, partnerships at every level are essential. This is the root philosophy of the framework you will see in the guidelines to achieve SDG 5, what is called the whole system approach. The framework believes that governments need to develop a system in which all departments are equally focused on eradicating domestic and sexual violence. Not only an entity like gender or the Justice Department. Gender-based violence affects every area of governance, from education and health to development and business, as it affects also productivity. A strategy must take into account the role of not only providing services for victims, which are needed, and protection through the law that is essential, but also investing in prevention to ensure that we can visualize in this room the future where we will have no violence against women and girls. If we do not do that, we run a big risk. All of us will become hamsters in a huge wheel, running towards a place that has no end. To achieve that level of government cohesion, we need leadership. Leadership that believes, and I really mean that they really believe and set an example. Leaders, as you've heard, that make this a priority of their agenda and communicate this very clearly to all their government. A second step is that nations need to invest in truly understanding the reality of where they are at in terms of progress, and from there on set very clear goals. Goals that are underpinned by a national strategy in partnership with local domestic and sexual violence services. Who will need the funding to make this happen? A common problem is that we create strategies with no funding. So as you can imagine, little progress is made. This guidance will enable the conversation to start within many of your teams. And we hope that you will find some practices that are already in place, and also that you find some ideas that will inspire you. We cannot stress how important it is to set a mechanism to collect data about gender-based violence. Only in this way will we know the true impact and achievements. Because let's remember something. Societies and individuals only make progress when they can see results, when they're achieving, when evidence is not refutable. Of course, government partnerships are not the only ones needed to end domestic and sexual violence. Private sector partnerships are crucial and critical to putting prevention at the forefront. to reach many companies, the reach that many companies have to get to millions of individuals, ensures that this message stays not only within the gender-based violence sector, and trust me, we love to talk to each other, but that it actually moves along and it gets to the everyday bystander in the street. NGOs also have a role to play, and we must create partnerships locally in a community coordinated response. But we also must understand that our efforts are not only local, but they are helping the global effort. It does not matter if your organization is in a village or in an urban metropole. You have a story to tell. You have a story that deserves to be heard. To this point, the No More Foundation convenes an extensive network of organizations globally and supports the creation of No More chapters, as you saw the Cyprus, and you will see some others. These campaigns are centrally coordinated by the organization and receive all of No More's support and joint branding to thrive and complement each other so they can change experiences and stories and results. We also have developed the first global directory for gender-based violence services that covers over 200 countries, including all of the Commonwealth nations. Of course, change won't happen from one event, one meeting, one conference. It will take courage and long-term commitment. It will require tangible targets and actions to actually get there. For our part, we're dedicating to working with each of the Commonwealth governments well beyond Shogam, and we'll be providing them with guidance, resources, help, conversations to succeed in their violence prevention efforts. Together, we have the opportunity to stop the epidemic of violence that currently impacts 1 in 3 women. Let's make Shogam 22 the moment where we all commit to join the chorus and effect positive change for the 2.5 billion people throughout the Commonwealth. Together, let's say no more.